Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have a funny story too. Quick tangent. My older roommate and I and his friend from home were at like a sway party. This was like last summer. You know, like right when like Bryce Hall got bashed for having a huge party.
Power outage.
Yeah, it was like his birthday and all this shit. So it was like a little bit before that, but I was at this party and we were leaving. And my roommate's friend from home, like, it's just a guy from Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? So he sees Addison Rae pull up in her G-Wagon, and he's like, Addison Rae? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, damn, because he's the only guy there that's not, like, in social media and, like...
Yeah.
But he didn't have a very, very, like, crazy reaction to it, but it could have, like, perceived... She might have felt uncomfortable. So when she walked inside, she told Bryce that she felt uncomfortable. And Bryce, like, came out with Josh and, like, came up to me and my roommate and him, and we're just like... Who the fuck was like talking shit to Addison?
Wait, was he talking shit, or you just said like
no? So like, it's just about whatever Addison said to Bryce, like that she felt uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like he said something, but I don't think he did. It was just like she kind of felt weird about it. So they came out and pretty much like we're just kind of like, what's up? What's up?
Yeah.
And I'm by instinct gonna try to solve the problem before starting ruckus for no reason. But my roommate doesn't give a fuck. He's from Pittsburgh. He's big. He knows he could knock every sway guy out. Like he could probably take like 4 of them on.
Yeah.
Because he's an animal. He just fights people at parties. Like he's been jumped by groups of guys growing up. Yeah. So there's the difference of me growing up in my situation and him.
Yeah.
And he's trying to solve the problem, or I'm trying to solve the problem. He's trying to fucking fight. He's trying to fuck them up. He goes, I don't give a fuck about your numbers. Fuck you guys. Like I don't.
Were they trying to flex numbers?
No.
Oh, they were just like,
they're low-key big fans of that, though.
Of course. Dude, he would get, like, pressed. He thought that I was, like, dick-sucking because I'm, like, normal and nice to these guys. And I'm, like... And, like, I'm friends with all of them today.
Yeah.
And, like, it's not because I'm sucking their dick. It's because I'm nice and normal. It's, like, he wanted to start a problem. So, basically, he kind of starts, like, stepping up on him. And Bryce and Josh I'm like, separate. I'm, like... Fuck off to my room. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, go walk or something. Like, get the fuck out of here. And I figured I've solved the problem. I said, he's from boys from Pittsburgh, like to his friend that was visiting. And I was like, you know, cut him some slack, blah, blah, blah. I guess he went into Michael Gruen's bathroom, who was like, he owned the house.
Michael Gruen's bathroom? That's not the move.
He peed in Michael Gruen's bathroom.
No.
And Michael was obviously really pissed about it too. So then I like resolved the problem. Me and Josh.
You probably didn't flush. You probably left a massive dump in Michael Gruen's.
My dude smokes backwoods, drinks Henny. He's like probably pissed all over Michael Gruen's bathroom. So like they were all pissed off about that, and I like solved the problem. I was screaming at my roommate's face, "Get the fuck out of here! Stop!" He's like, "Fuck you! You like suck a dick." He started getting mad, and then I pretty much I fixed the problem. I solved it. You know, Michael Gruen's like, "That's my boy." Like we're all like hugging it out. But that's just
QCP saves the world.
That kind of gives like a little.
Let's go make some pasta now.
Bro, and I was also like, it was just getting to LA, you know, for me to have an opportunity to even go to this party itself was great. And like the people that are there, you know, I was trying to become friends with everybody, and it ended up like working out for the best because like the next day Josh DM'd me. It's like, wasn't tight with anything like that. Like I met them at like Playlist, and they just like knew my videos, and we were like cool with each other. But then Josh DM'd me the next day and was like, respect for last night. Like I don't have my phone on me, I could have read it, but like he said pretty much just like respect for that. Like it was cool that you didn't just like step out of your, you know, you stayed yourself like and agreed with the situation. But that just shows the difference between like I'm that's just like who I am. Is like I'm gonna try to fucking solve the problem before I step up and try to fight somebody because I'm muscular. You know what I mean? It's not like that.
Yeah,
but
most people would have the impression that you could beat the shit out of people.
Yeah.
And then you get into fights all the time.
No, that's also
very different.
I feel like
that's why you don't.
If all you know me is like, if all you know from me is like scrolling down your For You page.
Yeah.
If that's all you know about me, you're gonna think a lot of things that aren't true.
Yeah. You also have to admit, like, if there was somebody talking shit and you start talking to them and just screaming at them in the accent you do in your videos, like, bro, like there has to be some, because you know, like a big part of fighting, none of us really get in fights. Berkey's knocked some dude out before. Like, you know, we don't really get in fights too much, but like, I feel like if I was about to fight someone and they started just fucking screaming at me in some Italian accent, I'd be like, yo, maybe no.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, people can be a different animal. It's like, I could see somebody who's supposed to be me, or not supposed to be me. I could see that character being very intimidating. I don't think I would want to fight me and my other character. which is weird, but yeah, no, that's funny. But I highly suggest to not base your night around trying to fight people if you have any problems.
So 100%. True. Well, it's all mentality going into it. Like if you are angry before you get drunk, and then you go get drunk, you're gonna fucking fight someone.
A lot of the times it's like my guy had like shit going on in his life, so he's kind of on edge already, and then something like that happens, and he's just ready. But it was kind of culture, like back in Pittsburgh, like all they did was fuck people up. You know what I mean? Like
Sway is not as hard as people from Pittsburgh, weirdly. I don't know.
No, yeah, I mean, like I'm sure Bryce and them, I'm sure they've gotten like into fights, but when I tell you this guy is just mentally he could fuck them up. Yeah. So in like to this day, I've talked about that story with Bryce. I think I was with Josh and like Griffin, and we talked about it, and Michael, and it was just kind of funny looking back at the story because they remember it like as clearly as I do, and they were just kind of like, yeah, like he was pretty fucking big.
Well, also like Josh is Canadian. He's not gonna do shit. Like it's like
I'm telling you, like
Canadian dudes.
My guy was 6'3" with the sleeve when he was 16.
Whoa,
so like
he was born a fighter, bro.
Holy shit! Josh Richards fights that guy.
That'd be crazy,
yeah, like luckily,
bro.
that night we almost got into a fight. Like I wouldn't have like let it really. If I were to do something, he would have done something back. But it was more for me. It's always like talk. Just game. Talk. I'll fight with my voice and like really fuck somebody up, like mentally, like psychologically. I'll just like getting in his face
talking about like
just
mom and shit.
If they
you ever getting in someone's mom,
not his mom, but to that extent,
you can tell
getting very personal.
Yeah, if you're like verbally, like just going
where
at
he's
someone,
got nothing to say to me, like anything
abusing,
he says, anything he says to me, I've got something way worse back.
Yeah,
and like he would just result to saying something.
It's all about the comeback.
The
comeback.
No, it literally, dude. It's so like
if you clap back hard, they'll be like.